The residents here, like in the rest of the country, continue now to follow keenly on the tallying and reconciliation process of the votes cast Tuesday through the day here in the county of Uasin Gishu. Now at the polling stations, we're not seeing a lot of activity. Much of the maths has been reconciled from that table, and now much of the activity has now shifted to the constituency tallying centers in each of Uasin Gishu's 6 counties. We did a spot check late last night and early this morning, and we can confidently say when it comes to the presidential ticket, UDA's William Ruto is seemingly the preferred candidate here, and we have seen him gathering quite an impressive support. If I could rate it in terms of percentage, he is from 80% all the way to around 96% in Turbo constituency. That's where he has performed very well, and he has gathered around 95% of the total votes cast. That does not come as a surprise. William Ruto is a son of the North Rift. This is his home county, and automatically he goes to command a huge political support. When it comes to the gubernatorial seat, we have seen UDA's candidate Jonathan B, also known as Kotimoja, also registering impressive numbers, and his competitor, independent candidate Zedekiah Bundutiech, is coming at a distant number 2. Excuse me for that, yes, at a distant number 2. In the senatorial race, incumbent Governor Jackson Mandego also clearing that race, and he's seemingly taking the day if all the numbers that we have witnessed in the 6 constituencies of Uasin Gishu are anything to go by. We move to the big names that have seemingly been slashed at the ballot, and at this point we can indicate that most of the independent candidates and political analysts love to refer to them as North Rift rebels have been pushed out of their respective seats. The big names that we are seeing who might not carry the day is one KSS MP, Dr. Swarup Mishra. He was trying to defend that seat on an independent ticket, but he has struggled, and we can confidently say he's among big names in Uasin Gishu County who may be shown the door through the ballot. Another big name that we have is Sila Tiren. He's the incumbent and sitting MP of Moiben constituency, yet another independent politician who is a big name here in the county of Uasin Gishu, and is seemingly losing it to the UDA candidate. So what we are observing is that from the presidential race, gubernatorial, senatorial, to the parliamentarians, all the way to the members of county assemblies, the residents of Uasin Gishu have voted in one voice that is largely for the UDA party. Politicians like to call it suit. Watu wa Uasin Gishu wamepiga kura kama suti, I should say, kuanzia kiti cha ugavana all the way to the member of county assemblies. Away from that, here in the county of Uasin Gishu at Eldoret town, we see residents are slowly going back to their businesses of the day. This is one of the busiest streets in Eldoret town, and as you can see, shops are opened, people are on boda, others are driving, people are at their places of work, and this goes to show that there's a lot of calm and quiet, quite a contrast from what was expected. If even reports by the NCIC was anything to go by, they had indicated that Uasin Gishu was one of those areas that weren't certain what was going to happen through this voting season. But as you can see from the pictures, everything is going on well. Now, the street that my cameraman John Masharia is attempting to give you a view of is called Silver Line. So we expect that most of the political celebrations will be done here at this particular street. This is like the political street of Uasin Gishu. This is where all the conversations on matters politics, all the decisions on matters politics happen. It is called Silver Line, and you can see some pockets of people here and there in groups, perhaps reconciling or tallying for themselves with regards what they have been able to observe at the different constituency tallying centers. So we expect, even as we move closer to getting the numbers, to getting the winners and the losers, that later in the day we'll be coming back to you live from Silver Line Street with a lot of celebrations. Of course, for now we can say celebrations from the gubernatorial to all the MCAs, who all of them have been voted in on a UDA ticket. Elsewhere, When you look at the performance of Uasin Gishu in terms of tallying at the IEBC portal, we can see Uasin Gishu County has successfully submitted 957 Form 34As out of a possible 961. And we have a score here from Uasin Gishu, 99.58%. This is the number coming in from the IEBC portal. And I keep saying Uasin Gishu is perhaps the county which has successfully become the first one in submitting all its Form 34As, quite an important document, the primary one and the one that really forms the mud of the presidential race, from the grassroots, from the polling station to the constituency tallying center to the county tallying center and all the way to the Bomas of Kenya. So for now, we keep following the numbers and reconciling them for you, but you can confidently say it is UDA from the gubernatorial seats to the members of county assemblies here in Uasin Gishu. Watu wamepiga kura kama suti. The presidential race, Deputy President displaying a good performance, and I would say he's gathered around anything between 90 to 96% of the votes casted in the presidential ballot. For now, I'll take you back to my colleague Olive and Okari in Nairobi. Olive.
All right, thank you very much, Lois. I see you've already